This video is going to be super fascinating. As you can see, we're about to get inside all those sweet treat factories and have a look how our most beloved Christmas treat is made. Honestly, it came out far more than I expected. We better start now. The reason they are going to prepare the chocolate first is because it's the main hero here. I mean, what's the purpose of an entire thing without a hero entry, right? I'm just kidding. They're getting the chocolate ready because it takes a lot of time, as it includes the intensive procedure to get that silky, buttery chocolate. In the meantime, the distributors will deliver the desired treats for Jingle Jangle. The fermented beans have now been processed into separating the cocoa beans from the shells and then grinding into the thick mass to get the cocoa powder, which is the main character of chocolate. Once refined, the chocolate goes through a conching process, which involves mixing and aerating the chocolate at a warm temperature for hours. It will improve the flavor and texture by removing any remaining bitterness and evenly distributing the cocoa butter. Our prior focus is on Oreo production. Those are custom-designed rollers with tiny impressions of the Oreo's signature embossed design, the iconic Oreo logo, and the complex floral patterns. As the dough passes through, it's pressed into perfect cookie shapes. And I must tell you that the embossing on Oreos hasn't changed much since it was introduced, making it instantly recognizable worldwide. Once the cookies are shaped, they move to the baking ovens. We're talking about the industrial conveyor ovens here, stretching over 100 feet. Okay, cooling those freshly baked biscuits is important because warm cookies are too soft to handle and could break during further procedures. Now comes that Jingle Jangle special part, where they tore the single biscuit into 4 pieces to make it a bite-sized. And that's the chocolate waterfall we have seen them earlier, making with pure love and attention. Oh my, I just love pretzels. You know, I learned those factories go for high gluten flour, which makes the dough stretchy and strong enough to hold that iconic pretzel twist. Okay, some people might not be happy with this, which I perfectly understand, but dude, it's Christmas. Let's break some rules for a day. It'll be okay. And without it, you'd probably end up with something floppy that couldn't hold that classic twist. But before these pretzels hit the oven, they take a quick dip in a very unusual bath, typically a warm solution of food-grade lye or baking soda. Why? Because this is what gives pretzels their shiny golden crust and unique flavor. The baking precision we see at industrial level keeps the batch consistent, which is a big deal when they've to bake thousands at a time. Watch how satisfying that chocolate coating is. I don't know about you, but I just melt every time I watch such satisfying food scenes, and they're very rare, you know. I want to ask, is it convincing enough for you to keep watching our video? We have many more surprises in this video. Just hang in there for a while, and it will be worth watching. You know the kernels are dried first to reduce their moisture content to around 14%, which is the sweet spot for perfect popping. For the top-notch Jingle Jangle, only the plumpest, most uniform kernels make the cut to get there. When a kernel pops, it expands to 40 to 50 times its original size, and this is perfect for coated with thick chocolate. So, my people, that was all for the Jingle Jangle. But as I said before, there's a lot to watch more and turn your spare time into fun entertainment. Would you do that for me? Gingerbread. Just the word alone is enough to get us dreaming of cozy winter nights, the scent of warm spices filling the air, and the sparkle of Christmas decorations all around. But what happens when we take a step back and think about how this most awaited festive treat is made on a grand scale? Let us show you around some inside scenes from a gingerbread house factory. Yup, its factory does exist. So far, you've seen the gingerbread dough mixture being prepped, and I don't need to tell you that we're not dealing with small bags or little jars here. We're talking about tons of flour, buckets of molasses, and huge vats of butter. Thickness is everything in gingerbread manufacturing. Too thin, and the pieces become fragile, prone to breaking. Too thick, and the structural integrity of the final gingerbread house becomes compromised. So let these machines take care of shaping here. They're designed to perfectly shape each part of the gingerbread house, the walls, roof, and maybe even those little windows and doors you can decorate. Baking the dough immediately is also an important step in making sure the gingerbread comes out of the oven perfectly crispy and shaped and just right. And no one wants a gingerbread blob instead of a house, right? So these ovens are designed to bake the dough evenly with the perfect balance of heat and timing. Remember how that dough was once a soft, squishy mass, and now it's hardening and taking form. About these cookies. So, this is the official season for stars, snowflakes, reindeer, and gingerbread men. Those cutters must be really sharp and precise, as we can see how beautifully these cookies come out. Ah, good question. Not all Christmas cookies are made from gingerbread material, but many of the classic holiday shapes, like gingerbread men and houses, are, in fact, made from gingerbread dough. People bake them in all sorts of fun shapes, decorate them with icing, and share them with friends and family. Now the thing that's going to hold this gingerbread house together and make it look so much cooler than it would without it is the royal icing. Yeah, it's named royal for a reason. It's sweet, sticky, and essential for building a gingerbread masterpiece. This stuff is the sweet and sturdy glue that holds it all together, literally. People often bake batches to give as gifts, and this is a perfectly time-saving way of spreading happiness. Hey, did your gingerbread house ever look completed without those colorful, shiny Skittles on them? I bet no. Don't worry, these Skittles are all set to change the game. Marshmallows are those fluffy little bites of sweetness that melt in your mouth and are perfect for decorating your gingerbread house, or just snacking on as you build it. Let's talk about something that adds a pop of color and fun to any gingerbread house: mixed colorful cake sprinkles. These little bits of sweetness might seem simple, but they're the finishing touch that makes your holiday creations truly come to life. And we're here to see how those factories make them on massive scales. Instead of cutting into small pieces, sprinkles are made using an extruder machine. At this stage, the sprinkles are placed in rotating drums and edible food-safe dyes are added. The drums rotate to evenly coat the sprinkles with color, giving them their vibrant look. They're all set to get packed and sealed, so we can utilize them while decorating our most beloved gingerbread house. After all, it's Christmas. Now those lovely and vibrant candy canes are gonna come to life. Yes, it's true. Candy canes, those iconic, curved, striped candies that scream Christmas, are a fun and essential part of holiday decorating, especially when it comes to gingerbread houses. Once the syrup is ready, it's divided into separate batches for coloring and, of course, proper kneading. The candy is stretched out into long ropes, and as the ropes become longer and thinner, they're twisted together to form the red and white stripe pattern. Their slender shape, sweet chocolate coating, and versatility make them ideal for adding decorative details to a gingerbread house. Yes, we're talking about the Pocky sticks. Those crunchy long sticks are just perfect to give the finishing look to gingerbread roofs and windows, don't you think? These tiny snail-shaped gummies aren't just for snacking. They make the perfect, colorful decorations that'll turn your gingerbread house into a sugary work of art. Here's how these adorable candies are made from start to finish, with each twist and turn in the process, designed to make them soft, chewy, and ready to stick onto your holiday masterpiece. These molds are custom designed to give each gummy its signature spiral shell and soft, curved body. To give these gummies that satisfying chewy bite, and to prevent them from sticking to each other, they're often coated with a fine layer of cornstarch or powdered sugar. This helps keep the gummies separated. The bright, sweet candies that make everything just a little bit more festive, especially when they're used to decorate those gorgeous Christmas gingerbread houses. So, how do these vibrant treats go from being a simple sugar mixture to the perfect candy decoration for a holiday house? We're gonna break it down, but I want you to stay with me, as it's really gonna be amazing, and I don't want you to regret it later. I would really appreciate you watching the video till the end, because there are more surprises coming ahead, and all I want is you to enjoy some fun time because it's holiday season. Oh, it's Friday night again, and you've just hosted an amazing dinner party. Wait, your guests are already full and the dessert is still awaiting? Worry not. More than just a sweet tropical refreshment, pineapple juice is here to rescue your digestion and keep the good vibes flowing. Yup, they literally are nature's very own digestive powerhouses. With every sip, you'll feel lighter. In the lush pineapple fields, when farmers have already harvested the ripe, juicy pineapples, they arrive again. This simple cycle of nature is so fascinating that it literally allows us to produce more and more fruits, sometimes by using seeds or the discarded parts to start the next generation. Here the land is prepared and farmers use plastic mulch for pineapples because the black plastic warms up the soil by absorbing sunlight, helping the pineapple plants grow better. It also prevents weeds from growing, which means the pineapples don't have to compete for water and nutrients. Unlike many other plants, pineapple plants don't need a lot of water. Instead, they prefer to be watered lightly but regularly, about once a week. As the bud develops, it begins to transform into a beautiful cluster of flowers. An expert takes a small sample of pineapple juice onto the refractometer. Looking through the lens, the device shows a reading that tells them the sugar content of the juice. Harvesting these delicious fruits was tough work. Farmers had to walk through the fields under the hot sun, then pick and carry that bulky baggage all the way towards carriages. But now, thanks to these incredible machines, this task has become so much easier. They no longer need to carry the fruits onto their backs. Instead, these machines will carry and transfer the fruits wherever needed. When the pineapples first arrive, they're sent into a big washing machine where powerful water jets spray them from all directions, washing away dirt and germs. That temperature cooling technique is typical yet important. They're needed to be scrubbed thoroughly because the pineapples have rough skins that might have harmful bacteria clinging to their eyes. As long as these persons are taking good care of the fruit's washing time, we're all in good hands. They're packaging the whole fruit as it's in huge demand, even though I want to buy fresh fruit despite the hassle of peeling and extracting flesh. As the experts have already separated the juicing pineapples from the rest. As the selected sweet pineapples move smoothly along the conveyor belts, they reach the crushers. These powerful machines, with their sharp and rough rollers, thoroughly smashes the pineapples to extract the ultimate juice, and leaving no part of the fruit wasted. The pulpy juice then flows into filtering machines, which remove any leftover solids, making the juice perfectly smooth and delicious. Finally, the fresh pineapple juice is collected, ready for packaging and to be enjoyed. People love fresh pineapple juice for its natural, sweet taste and health benefits. It's perfect for those who want a pure and nutritious drink. On the other hand, pineapple sparkling juice is enjoyed for its fizzy and refreshing feel. It's a fun choice for parties or when you want something bubbly. Hence, there would be something for everyone. You must know which to pick. Also, to keep the fresh taste, factories make sure the juice stays pure and unpasteurized. Instead of heating it, they use cool methods, well cool in both sense, to preserve the natural sweetness and tangy goodness. Now comes the other kind, where the machines fills empty bottles precisely. They pour the exact amount of juice into each bottle every time. Did I mention that pineapples take about 18 to 24 months to mature and produce fruit? Yeah, it's a slow journey, but one that rewards patience with delicious results. And the best part? Each plant will produce just one pineapple, making the fruit even more special and pricey. And I really admire these huge automated setups. They give the impression that nothing is impossible, no matter how hard and huge it is.
After watching this entire video, you are never going to doubt the commercially made omelets or even commercially raised hens. Yup, they are being raised in far more cleaner, pure, and fully optimized environments, which might be somehow compromised in domestic situations. Anyways, check out this totally automated system, which makes sure the eggs laid by chickens are safely transferred to the moving belts, while the upper layer will be still dedicated to their food. Once collected, each egg goes through various stages that used to be labor-intensive and time-consuming. Today, advanced automated systems have made these processes quick and easy. Here's how this robotic machine organizes and transfers eggs, seamlessly guiding them through each step without a crack, setting them up for the next stage with precision and grace. If you wonder why we are talking about eggs today, I just wanted to tell you guys how important they are for your daily diet, as they are nutrient-rich, providing high-quantity protein, essential vitamins, and antioxidants. They support muscle repair, brain and heart health, and weight management. Just accept it. Who likes to prepare breakfast every early morning, if you ask me? I barely recognize myself in that morning hassle. These arms are equipped with sensors and specialized grips that handle each egg with care. In the next step, the entire bunch of egg trays gets a thorough wash with high-pressure water to ensure 100% cleanliness and perfection. After drying, they are carefully inspected to ensure no eggs have cracks or gone bad. This might not seem a difficult task, but it's an important step so your omelet always tastes delicious and fresh. Now comes the automatic egg separator machines that use a bunch of robotic arms to automate the process of cracking eggs and separating the yolks from the whites, making large-scale operations faster and more precise. This precise cracking ensures that the yolk and white are not damaged and that no shell fragments mix with the egg components. After cracking, this person carefully observes and removes the damaged egg yolks from the mesh. The eggs flow through a little stream until they get whisked to make a perfect omelet for our audience. The entire material is now poured through these automated nozzles to make sure every lane gets the right amount of whisked eggs. I'm always amazed watching these machines working like it's a piece of cake. These are responsible for dripping only required oil, so the omelet doesn't get wet in the oil nor sticks to the stove belts. Just watch this sight that needs no explanation. It's simply pouring the eggs, and it's super satisfying. You may have noticed those rising bubbles in the eggs, which means just like our normal omelets, these are also about to be cooked to perfection in a few seconds. As soon as they are 98% cooked, the smart rollers start their magic of perfectly rolling the omelets. And what I noticed was the perfect roll, no sticking and no damaging. Let me show you its close-up. It's super duper exciting. Enjoying the sights? Tell me in the comments section, what do you like the most about this omelet automation? I'd love to know. Once the omelet rolls are ready, the machines take them out in separate chambers, or you can say collectors. And that 2-second pause isn't by mistake. It's a wonderful trick to cook the omelet in perfect and equal texture from inside out. Another purpose of bringing this bulk factory automation is to show you guys how beautifully and cleanly they proceed with every step. From eggs collecting to making omelets. They're working hard and with full dedication, just to make your lives a little bit easier. As the omelet rolls are ready, they are taken out of the chambers by using several auto-robotic arms and placed on the moving belts so they get cooled a little before packaging. Look at that automation. It won't stop until it makes more than 1,000 omelets, which is their daily task. And by looking at that speed, it's not going to take another hour. While they have completed their omelet-making daily task, now comes the boiled eggs. They say some of the freshly collected eggs are sent here in this cleaning and boiling facility, so they can entertain both sorts of customers. After boiling these eggs, they cooled down in fresh water to lower their temperature. After that, they go through different and probably a new technique that you have ever seen to remove their shells, separating the boiled eggs beautifully from the peels. Boiled eggs are a versatile and nutritious addition to any meal or snack. They offer a quick and satisfying protein boost, perfect for a busy day. This peanut butter-flavored delight is coated with a rich caramel sauce layer and various nuts to create a delicious taste which might be impossible to resist. Once the knick-knack is done, it's cut into small pieces and chilled to achieve the perfect shape and flavor. Hey, if you guys are enjoying our video, please hit that glowing like button and keep supporting us as you always had. And if you have something to ask or appreciate our effort, you can always chit-chat with us in the comments box. Feast your eyes on the creation of these smooth, fluffy marshmallows. Watch as they get a delicate sugar coating in the right amount so they do not stick and remain fluffy and sweet. See how they are perfectly strained to remove any excess sugar, ensuring each marshmallow is an irresistible delight. In today's modern and busy times, having a healthy, nutritious, and delicious breakfast can seem challenging. But when it comes to pancakes, they are both healthy and quick to grab whenever you want. I totally forgot to tell you the major reason behind why the pancakes are always found ready to serve. I bet no explanation is needed, because you are watching the most accessible robotic machine in the baking factory, making dozens of thousands of pancakes on a daily basis. Just a little stop to pour that yummiest chocolate filling and make a pancake sandwich. See how it effortlessly prepares a vanilla ice cream mixture without any lumps, and pouring them into those molds, shaping it into a perfect ice cream bar. Then, to enhance its flavor, it's delicately coated with chocolate. After all the necessary preparations, its packaging is equally attractive, ensuring it looks as good as it tastes. Even before tasting, its delightful flavor can be savored with just a glance.
Have you ever come across anyone who hasn't tried a McMuffin? It's hard to believe, right? When something this delicious captures attention, curiosity gets the better of us at least once. That's exactly what happened with the McMuffin. It carved out a permanent spot in the fast-paced world of grab-and-go breakfasts. To begin their bulk buns processing, giant mixers turn slowly at first, combining every ingredient smoothly. Another set of machines take over, and the dough is fed into it that cuts it into equal portions. As the empty molds move along, flour is sprinkled evenly. It's going to help prevent sticking, using just the right amount of flour before the dough balls are placed in the molds. Throughout that process, we can see the dough balls are perfectly shaped and they're ready to move to the proofing stage. Before that, machines have already dusted the trays with dry flour, so just when it's time for the dough ball to drop, they come in rolling and fall right into its dedicated mold. Now those balls are thoroughly covered with flour, and the credit goes to these amazing technologies. When the dough balls are placed in the pans, they are moved into a special proofing chamber to get puffed up. Proofing done, they're going to get into the baking pans, so the machines help them to place the previous trays over baking ones and flip them upside down. They're all set to become the soft and fluffy buns which McDonald's use for their very crowing McMuffins. For many of us, they're the ultimate quick and easy meal for busy mornings, and they claim the taste is so satisfying that it appeals them to get another one. Anyways, how would I know? But if you've tried one, we want to hear your stories. Did it become your go-to breakfast choice? Or maybe you've had a memorable moment while enjoying it. You're welcome to share your experiences with us. It all started in 1971 when Herb Peterson, a McDonald's franchisee in California, had a game-changing idea. Herb's creation was simple but genius: a poached egg, Canadian bacon, and cheese tucked between a toasted English muffin. People loved it. "Oh, it was you who called us." Many local factories don't even care about merging the sourcing of their raw materials, but it has a great impact in many aspects. We will discuss those as well later. So, McDonald's has made some exciting changes when it comes to the eggs they use. Right now, about 30% of the eggs they source come from free-range farms, and 70% of their eggs are still coming from their dedicated barns. Okay, the question is, why do they need to do this blend? First of all, to meet the higher demand, they have to get their eggs from different types of farms: barn-raised, free-range, and soon, more cage-free farms. Also, free-range eggs have slightly higher levels of important nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids and vitamins compared to eggs from caged hens. McDonald's wants to provide customers with the best quality ingredients, and sourcing eggs from healthier, more natural environments is part of that effort. And you know, buying local also raises opportunities for the local people, and it's kind of contributing to the country's progress on a national level and helping to make the economy better. McDonald's is steadily increasing the percentage of free-range eggs they use, with a goal of reaching 90% cage-free eggs by 2025 in key markets like the US and Canada. This would be a big step. We can assume they're making sure in upcoming years they meet customer expectations while continuing to serve millions of meals every day. I know we've raised your expectations by bringing super intelligent technologies, but no, that's not how eggs are going to be made. Now comes the last main ingredient, the meat patty, and this is exactly how they make thousands of meat patties per hour. Okay, we all know originally a sausage patty is found in these McMuffins, but depending on different areas, various other options have been seen to serve every community. Likewise, at some places where beef is the most popular meat, factories focus on making beef patties, so the processing of serving McMuffins never stops. About the eggs, this is how those hundreds of poached eggs are made to be added in McMuffins. Yup, all manually and right at the spot. Obviously, you don't go to the restaurants to eat reheated meals. They don't show the behind the scenes of how our meals are getting prepared, but at least you got to see some from McDonald's. Is it satisfactory? You know, kids today absolutely love going to McDonald's. The sight of the golden arches makes them excited for delicious food like crispy fries and juicy burgers.
Croissant. The everlasting hype about this amazing, delicious delight makes us wonder about the backstage process. So don't just wonder, because you're about to witness the rare sight of croissant's bulk production. Come along, buds. Starting with the application of a generous layer of rich butter is carefully placed on the top of sheeted dough, ensuring it achieves that exquisite, flaky texture that defines its renown. The dough then gets the precise foldings with the help of these incredible laminating machines. That's pretty smooth and satisfying, because the more we watch such satisfying processing, the more our knots get untied. It can be either mental, emotional, or anxious levels. So I suggest you watch this video throughout and let me know if you like that fascinating bulking about to come. This zigzag layering of dough is constructed before making delicious croissants to create even consistent layers. This technique is essential for achieving the light, airy, and crispy quality that results in a uniform texture and crispiness after baking. If you're a croissant lover, you must know it's all about layering the dough in multiple folds, so these machines are quite into it. And no need to worry about flour sticking the hands here. Obviously, that's what an automation is. And here we go, an effortless effort of consistently kneading the sheet with flattening rollers. It's fascinating to see how gracefully these circular blades cut the dough into long strips, shaping them into spot-on triangles that later roll up into the iconic croissant shape. With just a few preset machine settings, it's all set to create those delightful baked goods without even breaking a sweat. So dude, I'm sure you'll be giving this machine a thumbs up for effortlessly crafting these perfect ideal shapes, because it's not something just anyone can do. I mean, I never ever tried making croissants at home. If you're like me, please raise your hand and support me in the comment box. Kidding. It's no biggie in this fast-paced and modern world where we can get anything right from stores, except your honesty for my channel, guys. And I'm truly grateful for all your love. You know, if I would say a significant number of croissants are consumed only in USA in just a single day would be inappropriate because literally millions of people love to have croissants in their breakfasts. 1 million is huge. Modern automated bakery lines are cranking out croissants at pretty impressive speeds, with 100 to 300 croissants rolling out every minute. And with this much automation and speed, you can easily guess it right. And guess what? Croissants cast a spell through a process called proofing, where the dough relaxes and rises slowly, often in a few hours. This easygoing process with a little bit of egg spraying enhances the flavor and texture, resulting in that irresistibly light, airy pastry with a rich, buttery vibe. Apart from free mold croissants, there exists these methods where every single croissant is folded and kept in separate mold to rise and shine in their dedicated space. This definitely makes sure the shape of the croissant is not going overboard. Next, it's their turn to bake in the oven, where their transformation unfolds. Check out that perfect color. They've baked marvelously, right? Special care is taken to ensure they achieve golden perfection without burning. Even the largest ovens nail this mission. After baking, automatic nozzles filled with icing punch the holes into croissants to release trapped steam while filling the croissants with the rich and creamy icing, keeping them irresistible. Now these croissants are ready for packaging. It's amazing to watch the machines effortlessly wrap each one perfectly. It's precision in every move, aiming for perfection. So here's the secret behind creating those vibrant pink-colored raspberry croissants. Just a touch of their signature raspberry mixture is added to each triangle, making them truly worthy of appreciation. So, after this rolling machine works its wonders, the jaw-dropping appearance of these croissants can make anyone eager to try them at least once. Apart from traditional croissants, factories often create variations like lemon-flavored, chocolate, or even various other curled savory options to satisfy diverse global tastes. If you pair chocolate with croissants, what more could anyone crave in the culinary realm? After this machine flawlessly refines the cuts, it sends them to the rolling machine, which skillfully molds them into their classic shape. Just take a look. I am literally drooling. I'm sure you'll agree with me on this, at least when it comes to food.